What if I told you that you don't just have to buy stocks? What if I told you that you could choose the entry price of that stock and when you would like to buy it, and ultimately that you could get paid to buy your favorite stock at a discount? Well, that's what I'm going to get to in this video, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys, how you can get paid to buy your favorite stocks. Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe and tap the bell if you guys enjoy the content, and give me a thumbs up as it greatly helps the channel grow. This is one of the big strategies that I just consistently am talking about with my students in my Discord and in my one-on-one coaching, and that is how you can get paid to buy your favorite stocks, but not only get paid over and over and over and just keep collecting juicy premium indefinitely. And you get to decide how much you want to pay for your favorite stocks. And there's really two strategies. There's the strategy where you want the stock no matter what, so you play more aggressive, get more juicy premium, and then you get assigned and you get to buy the stock at a discount. And then there's a more conservative approach where you can just collect decent amount of premium, but you don't really want the stock. You don't care if you get it, but you really just don't want it. You just want the premium. So you'll collect less premium, but you're safer, and most times you won't get assigned at all. And I talk about this a lot with my students. I have a specific student today that had puts on American Airlines, which was $11.50 put, and American Airlines was at $11.30 pretty much the whole week. And Friday, right before close and expiration, right before the closing bell, American Airlines just jumped to $11.50, and my student didn't get assigned, which was kind of bittersweet because she didn't really care if she did or not. But then after she realized she wasn't going to get assigned, she was kind of disappointed. She's like, "Ah, man, I really wanted to get assigned." And I told her, I said, well, you could just sell $11.50 put again because you want the shares. So you're collecting this juicy, juicy premium every week. So if American Airlines comes down to $11.30 next week, you're still going to be in the profit if you get assigned. And now you can start selling covered calls. If you guys are interested in learning all of my strategies and want me to coach you one-on-one so I can teach you everything I know and help you grow your portfolio, and you also want to be a part of my Discord surrounded by like-minded people just like yourself who are in the same position trying to grow their wealth and financial freedom, you guys can do so at any time. However, I have very limited positions available, and this is because I want to spend one-on-one time. I want to spend time one-on-one with you, teaching you how to grow your portfolio. So I have limited spots available, and right now I have a few spots left. If you guys want to sign up and you guys want to be a part of the Discord, you can do so at www.investwithcorey.com. The link is right there on the screen or in the information box below. So back to the video, I want to show you guys how you can implement this put strategy in two different ways to grow your wealth exponentially and safely and consistently. This is the key: safe and consistent. Anyone out there trying to tell you you can make 100% per week every week is lying to you. You might be able to do it once, you might be able to do it twice. Heck, you might be able to do it for 6 weeks straight, but there's going to be a big loss. And when it happens, it's all gone. But safe, consistent income is the way to go. I just want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just here to give you guys tips, strategies, technicals, fundamentals, financials, and help guide you on overall market strategies and sentiment. However, it's ultimately up to you to decide which stocks you want to put your money into, and ultimately how much of a position size in those stocks and options that you choose to have, as it's your money. I also want you guys to do a favor for me before we get into the puts right now, and say a prayer for my video editor's son who's in the hospital and just went through surgery. His name is Curvin. I want you guys to have him in your thoughts and prayers for a speedy and fast recovery. My son had a hernia when he was just over a year old, and I can understand the stress. So just keep Curvin and his family and his son in your prayers for a fast recovery. So we're going to use Lyft as an example in this strategy. You want to set it to the daily chart, and then you want to go ahead and click over on Bollinger Bands. You want to make sure you have a standard deviation of 2 and a 20 length, and set your chart to daily. This is going to show you the top and the bottom line. So what this is telling us with a standard deviation of 2 is that the price is 96% chance likely to stay between the top and the bottom line. If you have a higher volatility on a stock, you use a standard deviation of 3, which is 99% accurate, but we're just going to use standard deviation of 2, which means in the next 7 to 14 days, the stock is 96% likely to stay above $14.86. So remember I said at the beginning of the video, there's two types of people that are going to do this strategy. And that is the individual that wants the stock and the individual that just wants the premium. If you just want the premium, you would go below this line and sell a $14.50 put, which is 98 to 99% likely to be successful. So you could implement a $14.50 put and 99 out of 100 times you won't get assigned. With anyone who is interested in getting the stock, doesn't care if they get assigned, they really want the stock but want decent premium, a $15 put is what you should sell. There are some people that are going to want to get into the stock immediately but don't want to pay $15.60 for the stock. They want to pay $15.40 or $15.50 or less. You could sell a $15.50 put. Let's go over to Robinhood. Let me show you guys how to implement this strategy and show you how much of a premium you're going to collect. So here you can see on Lyft, I actually have a video coming out that I put $10,000 into Lyft. Very good company. I believe in them. I'll tell you guys all about Lyft in the next video when I upload that, but I put $10,000 into Lyft. I have 6 contracts here totaling $140 juicy premium every single week, and I'm selling $16.50 calls when the stock price is at $15.50. So there are only really 27 deltas. Look at this. I'm only selling 27 deltas and I'm making like $600 a month. That's 72% a year. And sometimes I go a little more aggressive. So I'm going to make about 60 to 80% return in a year. So I'll pay for most of this investment in about 10 months. And then I'll buy up more shares in 10 months. And then I'll have $20,000. And I'll just do this over and over again. With every stock, I do this. Within 10 to 12 months, I make back 60 to 80% of my original cost by selling covered calls. But then I also get in by selling juicy premium puts. And that's how we get put the stock so that we can sell covered calls. I don't run the wheel strategy on Lyft or Palantir or SoFi. I typically just hold and sell calls. So we're going to go to trade options. We're going to click on sell, click on put. So if you're an individual who just wants to get assigned right away, you can collect $45 juicy premium. If you're someone that wants the stock but wants decent premium but wants to get it at a lower price, most of you that are watching this, you'll sell the $15 put and you will collect $25 juicy premium every week. If you want to play it safe, because that's a 30 delta, which is not bad for implied volatility of 60%, but if you want to play it safe and do a $14.50 put at 17 delta, which is extremely safe, then you'll collect $11 juicy premium every single week. So let's see what would happen if you sold puts for about 2 months at $15, then you got assigned. Let's see what would happen if you ran the put strategy to get into a stock, and what would happen if this plan went south, if the stock just dropped. Let me show you how selling cash secured puts is so safe that even if the stock price drops, you're still going to be making profits. Let's go over to the whiteboard. Okay, so here we are on the whiteboard. We're going to go and put Lyft right here. So you are going to sell a $15 put for $25 juicy premium. And you're going to say, let's sell this for 8 weeks, because Lyft has been above $15.50 for the most part for more than 8 weeks. But let's just say 8 weeks, just to give you guys an idea what's going on. That'll give you $200 juicy premium. Then Lyft, drops to say $13.45 or $13.40, and you get assigned. But you're going to pay $15. But you really didn't, because you collected $200 here. So you're not out $160, you're actually up $40, because 200 minus 160 is $40. So now you're sitting at a profit of $40 because you collected all that juicy premium. What you're going to do is sell $15 calls that are roughly about $12 a week. So you're going to sell those, let's say for a month, you sell them while Lyft is recovering. So you're going to sell $12 calls times 4 weeks equals $48. You've collected $48 now, plus this $40. So you're up $88. And Lyft, you notice, is getting closer to $15. So right now you're 8 weeks in with the puts and you're 4 weeks in with the calls. You're 3 months in. Lyft is now at $14.50, $14.75. It's just getting closer to $15 now. So you're going to sell $16 calls for a couple of weeks. And let's say you sell it for 3 weeks straight, then you get assigned, or 4 weeks. So now you're going to sell $16 calls because Lyft is just about at $15. So you're going to make about $15 at 4 weeks, which is $60. So now you've made $60 and you get assigned at $16. So what did we make in this situation? Well, we purchased the stock for $15 and we sold it for 16 when we got assigned 4 months later. That leaves us with $100 on the stock. Then we collected $200 premium on the puts. And then we sold covered calls for $48 while it was recovering. And then we sold another month worth of calls to get more profits and juicy premium and wait for the stock price to come up. Then we got assigned. So now we are looking at a total of $408. So we're looking at $408 profit. And we did this on 1,500. Is over 25% return in 4 months, which is 100% return, double your money in a year. We made $400 on 1,500. We turned 1,500 into $1,908 in 4 months. So if you figure, if we were to add this up, you would double your money in a year. That's over 100% return per year, when the S&P SPY returns 12% to 16% at most per year. This strategy safely is going to be between 70 and 100% per year. This is why selling puts is so safe and consistent. Worst case, you sell puts, you get assigned. Then you sell covered calls until you recover, you get assigned, you make a profit. Even if you wanted to exit at $15, you would have just lost the extra 100. You still would have made about $300 on this ordeal in about 3 months, which is still a 20% return, 15 to 20% return in 3 months. Very safe, very consistent. So you see how you can generate safe, consistent, passive income and enjoy financial freedom without having major risks. And this really is the most important strategy that I talk about with my students literally every day. We talk about selling covered calls, and we talk about different strategies like running the wheels strategy or double dividend strategy, which I do have a video coming out on, but we talk about selling puts the most. Selling puts is the best because you get the juicy premium, then you get to decide when you buy the stock and how much you enter the stock for. It's pretty much in your control because you can roll your puts out and down further if you don't want to get assigned, or you just want to get assigned at a lower price. Selling puts is the most safe, consistent, and powerful strategy to implement into your portfolio. And like I said, this is one of the big strategies I'm consistently teaching my students. And speaking of, if you guys want to join my Discord and surround yourself with like-minded people just like yourself who are trying to achieve financial freedom, and we're trying to learn and grow together as a community, and you're interested in coaching with me, where I can coach you one-on-one and teach you all my strategies, and you can take my full training course, you guys can sign up at my website at any time, www.investwithcorey.com, right there on the screen. You can also sign up for my newsletter, and the link is in the information box below. And I do wish I could teach more people at one time, but unfortunately, I can't divide my time and attention amongst thousands of people because it wouldn't be fair. And I want to teach you guys one-on-one and be able to help you achieve your goal of financial freedom, retiring early, or just have passive income. I told myself when I achieved financial freedom, I would do everything in my power to help you guys the best I could, so this way you guys can live a better life, because that ultimately is what drives me every day, is helping you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Be sure to subscribe and tap the bell, as it greatly helps the channel grow, and give me a thumbs up if you guys liked the video. Don't worry that this video's over. I picked you out another one, and I know you're going to love it. And that video is right here. How to retire early with only $100,000. Click that video. You guys are going to love it. And remember, guys, until the next video, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, guys. Click the video.